It is undeniable that the fear of judgment is a common disquiet in our lives, partly due to our social nature. Since ancient times, humans have sought approval and belonging as an instinct for survival. However, this pursuit can turn into a burden when we become overly dependent on the opinions of others, eroding our self-esteem and leading us to sacrifice our own values and authenticity to please others. Sêneca, the Stoic philosopher, warns us. Many cannot face the thoughts of their own minds without an audience to witness. This reflection invites us to find the courage to value our own opinion about ourselves, regardless of what others may think. Moreover, fear of judgment can distort our decisions, leading us to act contrary to our principles and objectives due to fear of displeasing or facing criticism. This internal conflict can result in inertia and dissatisfaction. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Choose not to be harmed, and you will not feel harmed." This reflection encourages us to choose the path of virtue and what is right, regardless of external expectations. The Stoics, with their historical wisdom, teach us that the opinions of others are beyond our control. Epiteto reminds us, what really affects you is not what others say about you, but what you choose to believe. This perspective challenges us to recognize that while we have no control over what others think or say, we have total control over how we choose to react to these opinions. The incessant search for external approval, as Sêneca emphasizes, is a trap that can lead us away from true self-confidence. He warns us, we are tormented more by our imagination than by reality. Valuing internal validation over the opinions of others opens the way for the growth of self-confidence and self-acceptance. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor-philosopher, reminds us, do not allow your thoughts to wander unchecked. They must work for you, not against you. Marcus Aurelius highlights the importance of conscious control over our thoughts and mind. It teaches us that the human mind is a powerful tool, but it can also be a source of distraction, worry, and suffering if it is not disciplined and directed properly. The Stoics argue that anchoring our self-confidence in the opinions of others is a mistake, since these opinions are volatile and subject to varied interpretations. They encourage us to cultivate a solid internal self-image. Marcus Aurelius recalls, stop allowing the mind to be stirred by external events, and instead keep calm in front of everything that stands before you. In this context, self-confidence emerges when we free ourselves from the need for external validation and focus on the coherence of our internal principles. The Stoics, led by notable figures such as Sêneca, Epiteto, and Marcus Aurelius, present us with a revolutionary vision. True self-confidence arises when we align our actions with our internal principles, regardless of social pressures. This perspective challenges the conventional mentality that urges us to seek external approval and to stand out in the eyes of others. Living according to our own principles is an act of courageous authenticity. The Stoics remind us that virtue, honesty, and compassion are qualities that transcend society's passing tendencies. Love to be loved reflects the Stoics' appeal to live authentically, following virtue as our guide, even if it means challenging the prevailing norms. Living according to our principles is not without challenges. It may involve rejecting conformism, embracing uncertainty, and facing the disapproval of others. However, the Stoics assure that this journey is deeply rewarding. Here are some practical strategies to overcome the fear of judgment. Practicing authenticity and living according to principles. Aligning our actions with our principles and values is the solid foundation for facing the fear of judgment. Stoics encourage us to be authentic and true to ourselves, finding an inner foundation of self-confidence as we follow our genuine path. Recognizing the subjectivity of opinions. The Stoics remind us that the opinions of others are subjective and often do not reflect reality. Internalizing this perspective frees us from the weight of the judgment of others, focusing on personal development, not external validation. Valuing inner growth and virtue over external validation helps us cultivate unwavering trust. Focusing on personal progress makes us less susceptible to the negative influences of fear of judgment. I hope this video has helped you overcome the fear of judgment by offering guidance and inspiration. For more historical wisdom, check out the upcoming videos. See you next time.